Facebook ads are a massive part of how you can have growth, sales, and success on Facebook. The problem is that Facebook Ads Manager can seem overwhelming and confusing. Oftentimes people complain about all the rules and options, not knowing what to do, where to go, or how to make an ad effective. So in this video, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the Facebook Ad Manager interface so you will know where things are and what they do.
Take action now.
So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to walk through Facebook's Ad Manager. Now, once you have created a business manager, you're going to go to business.facebook.com, and depending on where they are on the rollout of this update, what you're seeing right here, you may or may not see this screen. Whether this is the screen that you see or not, the most important thing is that we're going to go over here, we're going to click on All Tools, and right under Advertise, where it says Ads Manager, that is where we're going to go. If you're seeing the previous business manager, you're going to see your business manager that you're going to go to. You're going to click on that, and then that will take you to a similar kind of screen where you can find your ads manager. You're going to find that and click on that. Okay, so now that you are in your ads manager, if you've never created any kind of ad, this is where you're going to be greeted with. If you have created some ads from your business page or something like that, you'll see those boosted posts or things like that here. Just a quick view of what we have here. Facebook has this nice resource center, so if there are things that pertain to your ads, Facebook will provide that data here. And then here, you're going to see all of your campaigns, and you click here to see ad sets, and ad sets are what are housed within the campaigns. Ads are within ad sets. So you kind of have this parent-child kind of flow of how the ads manager is set up. Now, some of the other things that you need to familiarize yourself with is over here on the left. I'm going to click on those three lines, and you're going to have some additional settings. You can go to your business settings for your business manager. You will add your billing information under billing, brand safety, business settings. Definitely, I would recommend you go through, familiarize yourself with each of these, but for the most part, we're just trying to stay within Ads Manager and those things that are relevant there. So one of the things that you need to make sure that you understand is the Events Manager and Audiences, because the Events Manager, that's where your pixel stays and is housed, and Audiences are where you're going to build custom audiences, or if you're taking an export of a customer list, you will import it here under Audiences. Now that you've familiarized yourself a bit more with your Ads Manager, you'll notice there are some buttons up here. This button, Create, obviously is to start creating your first campaign or additional campaigns. And as you build other ad campaigns, you're going to find that you have some additional options here to duplicate an ad set, a campaign, an ad. You can edit them. You can do kind of a bulk edit. So if you select multiple options, you can do a bulk edit here. Facebook does have an A/B test functionality. And there's some additional options, of course, to delete. You can import, export things. You can also even set up rules. And the last thing that you'll see here before you start building out ads is you'll notice you kind of have this search bar up here where you can go in and you can help filter by specific ad names, ad set names, campaign names. You can filter by objectives. You can filter by name and ID, campaign metrics. There's a lot of opportunities here where if you're looking for a specific ad, you can type that in rather than having to go through and filter through every single ad. One of the last things that you want to look at are these three buttons right here, this custom, or those columns, breakdown, and reports. Columns, of course, is what we're seeing here where we have ad set name, delivery, bid strategy, budget. I highly recommend you look at your customer flow that a customer would go through on your website and have the columns match that. So you can go in, customize columns, and you will go through and you set up all the your different column headers. And like I said, I would highly recommend that you build this out so that it matches your customer flow. So for example, you go through, we'll remove a few of these. So with this, we start with our amount spent, and then our results. And it's always important to know your cost per result. And then we can start looking at things like clicks and our cost per click. And then throughout the customer journey, we're going to start looking at things like a landing page view, and then also an add to cart. From there, you're going to look at a purchase. We also want to know the associated cost for that purchase and the ROAS, or return on ad spend. So you're going to go over here to the bottom left. I like naming line stats. That way I know that this is the kind of saved data. So you hit apply. And now those are going to be my saved column headers. So now I have consistent data. I know right where it is. And it's going to be like that every single time I open up my Ads Manager. Moving on to some other aspects of the Ads Manager, we're going to take a look at the Events Manager. The Events Manager is where your Facebook pixel is going to live. So as you go through and implement this on your website, there are going to be options here to create ads or audiences based off of that. Or you're going to go down here and click Add Events. And you're going to, typically, if you're starting out brand new, you're going to add a pixel, or from the pixel, and add events. And Facebook has this nice walkthrough that it'll take you through how to make sure you have your pixel created, and then also how to implement it, and even at some level, how to test it. The other thing that we want to look at and get familiar with is audiences. Okay, so now you're in the audience section of your Ads Manager. So this is where you're going to go through, and if you're going to create a custom audience, so a custom audience would be, for example, something from your website, so an export of anyone who has purchased from your website, anyone who's added to cart, or an email list would be where you would add that. If you have had videos running on your Facebook page, you can create custom audiences from video, people who follow you on Instagram, people who follow you on Facebook, and of course, with the Facebook pixel, people who have engaged with your website at a variety of levels.
Now that you know where everything is in Facebook Ads Manager, I'm going to show you how to create your first ad. Watch this video here to get started. Watch this video here because YouTube thinks you're going to like it. Until next time, see you soon.